All right, and welcome back to our MTG Arena Road to Glory series, episode 2 here. We got to bring a little bit of the energy, got some constructive criticism last time. Stop touching your face so much, stop saying so much, and speak up a little bit. Good stuff, we explain stuff well. So we're going to go with that. Starting today, we are going to go check out the store. We're going to see some stuff that we don't want. Yeah, we don't pay for that. We do have packs here. Where did all these packs come from? Well, there's a new code out because Strixhaven School of Mages has released, and there's a new set with a new code. You just play Strixhaven, like all the other ones. Also, in the link that I left in the first two videos, there were some older packs. There's some older pack codes here that said they were expired, but I tried them and they worked, so we got them. And there's also a new code. I'll put that in the description as well. Restorative. Restorative. Restorative burst. And that will be in the description as well. It's another huh? That'll be in the description as well. It levels you up 2 levels. So let's start with some packs here, huh? We'll open some old ones. Ravnica Allegiance packs, the code's expired, but the Guilds of Ravnica pack is not, and I wonder what that's about. Let's open it here. We're looking for wild cards or shock lands, the rare lands in this set. Wild card, shock lands. Deafening Clarion's an okay card. Not what we're looking for. War of the Spark. Nothing but Planeswalkers in this set. We're gonna get that. Hands off the face so much. A Planeswalker, not that great. Oh, it's all an illusion. It's all assimilation. Assimilation. Simulation. Gross. Gross. That's miserable. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. So again, wildcards are super important to us because, again, this is a Road to Glory, a free-to-play run. How to build your collection. Man, that is not what we're looking for. All right, now, new set Strixhaven here. Got a shock. That's cool. They also come with these mystical archive cards. There's a chance you can end up with 2 rares in a pack of these. This card's interesting. I would love to see somebody break this. Whenever a free Flame Painter deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. That spell will be put in your graveyard, exile instead. You can play any instant or sorcery card for free. Also, this has double strike, so if it's unblocked, it's going to hit once for 1. Effect will trigger. You hit again, it'll hit 1 again. Effect will trigger a second time. I'd love for someone to break that. Maybe not break it, but for it to be good for me to play. So you see here, we got a rare here. We got a rare right here. You can tell by the gold symbol across from Dorth Cleric on the right, which means this is another rare. It's probably a mystical archive. Gift of Estates. 1 and a white. If an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for up to 3 plains cards revealed and put them in your hand and shuffle. This is a joke of ramp that white gets. They used to get. White's getting a little better here, but you know, we can't complain about 2 rares, but we will not be playing either of these cards in the foreseeable future. 2 more. Creative Outburst. That's an interesting card we're looking at. I've been looking at. It looks good to me. This mechanic here with the Prismari School, which is the blue-red school, where you can, at the bottom here, you can tap a blue or red, and then a blue or red, discard this card to create a treasure token. What's tough about high-costed spells is if you can't ramp into them, if you don't have the mana to cast them, they just sit there. So, you know, it's pretty unlikely for me to play a 7-mana instant unless it wins the game. And Creative Outburst does a lot of things. Deals 5 to any target. I can look at the top 5 cards in my library and choose one of them, draw it. But that doesn't win me the game. But now, If I get it early on, I don't have the mana, I can tap 2, discard it, create a treasure token, and as you can see, the treasure token, you tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. It's ramp outside of green. And it helps us even, you know, if we're playing 4 creative outbursts, we pitch these early, and then whenever we have, you know, 7 mana on turn 5 because we're making treasure tokens, we can cast these cards. Also, as you saw with the Flame Painter, you ditch these big spells, and if Flame Painter gets a hit in, you can cast them for free. So I'm ditching this turn 2, Flame Painter's coming down, I'm opening up a hole for it to get through, and then I'm casting the 7 mana spell for free. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting, I love that. But opponent has more cards in hand, so this is a sorcerer. That's another mechanic we'll have to learn about. The learn mechanic. You can learn lessons. You can learn lessons from your sideboard. If a card says learn for whatever reason, you can take a lesson out of the sideboard and put it into your hand. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, draw 2 cards, draw 3 cards instead. If an opponent has at least 4 more cards in hand than you. That's already in blue, though. I don't know. I mean, it's a rare lesson. I can't discredit it yet. The format's still young. Okay, so we got another double rare pack here. I'm trying to see if there's something that says learn for you guys, but... Tendrils of Agony, a storm finisher. We're far off from that. We're far off from building any sort of storm deck. But we get 2 rares here, and that's really exciting. That's really awesome about the Strixhaven packs. Also, these Mystical Archives are a subset of cards that are not standard legal. They're pretty good. They're okay to great cards from Magic's history. Some of them are already banned out of Historic, pre-banned because they're already too strong, like Channel, Lightning Bolt, Counterspell. But this is Historic legal. And what's great about Strixhaven here is that you get these rares, and then you can also get these super powerful Historic cards. I mean, Strixhaven is probably the best bang for your buck if you're going to open packs at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be aiming to open more Strixhaven packs, and you know, we get to draft it as well here. It's coming up soon. We're at 7,500 gold, so. And with that, we are out of packs. We're going to go to the deck. And we have spent some wild cards here. And remember, we are focused on best of 1 play at the moment because sideboard costs cards. But we have, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new deck. I don't believe I've showed anyone this yet. When you unlock the red-green pre-constructed deck, they give you a Terror of the Peaks, which is a 5-mana flying 5/4 dragon. Spells your opponents cast that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. That's very aggressive. This is the best part. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. Any target. Face, creature, planeswalker, yourself, anything. Anything you want. And then we also, with Throne of Eldraine, I believe this came with a Great Henge too. This is a great card. Throne of Eldraine gave us powerful, powerful cards. And one of the most powerful cards that it gave us is Lucky Clover. And the adventure cards, the adventure package. Whenever you cast a adventure spell, a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. We're running 4 of these as our draw engine, 4 Llanowar Elves to ramp, 2 Shock for early interaction, 2 Fire Prophecy for some mid to early interaction, and also if we're flooding, we can put a land on the bottom of our card and draw a card, kind of get us out. We're playing 4 Rimrock Knight for the simple fact it has an adventure. Nessian Hornbeetle, I'm not sure how much longer this will be in the deck, but I don't really have a better option. It does get out of control. If they don't have if we're playing against red, and they don't kill this on a turn, within 2 turns of me playing it, it's going to get out of control. And chances are they can't kill the other things that are making it get out of control. That's pretty good. Lucky Clover is banned in standard because whenever you cast an adventure spell, an adventure instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. So Rimrock Knight, instant, 1 red. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. I have 2 of these Lucky Clovers though. I'm giving something +6/+0 for 1 mana. We're also playing Bone Crusher Giant. Bone Crusher Giant is just an elite card. It's an elite card in the game. I remember whenever this got spoiled in Eldraine, we looked at the 1 and a red damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. People are like, well, why would I want to play a 2-mana shock? That sounds really bad. Yeah, but you're gonna play 2-mana shock that also reads, draw a card. That card is a 4/3 giant with the ability, whenever Bone Crusher Giant becomes the target of a spell, Bone Crusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. I don't believe we played Adventures yet or seen Adventures yet on this channel. Basically, you can make this creature go on an adventure. I cast the instant adventure, the Stomp, first, and then Bone Crusher Giant will go into exile. And then anytime on my turn, as I would be able to cast creatures, I can pay 2 and a red to cast this creature out of exile. It's essentially 2 cards in one that you can use both sides of, and you can kind of pick and choose whenever you want to use them. Note that if I play this as a creature first, you cannot play it as the adventure spell anymore. You've foregone that option. Lovestruck Beast. Another adventure, another rare adventure. We're out of rare wild cards at the moment. We might have just got one. This will probably be added there. This is another great adventure. You know, you pay 1 to create a 1/1 white creature token. Lovestruck Beast can't attack unless you control 1 creature. Luckily, we have 8 of those, plus we'll eventually have 4 of these in the deck, so that'll be 12. So Lovestruck Beast is a 3-mana 5/5. And again, if you remember Terror of the Peaks, you know, we have Terror of the Peaks out, and then we're paying 3 mana for a 5/5 with 5 damage to any target. I mean, it's a good combo. Tavarkel, we do have an elf here. I don't believe we really have any more elves. It's a planeswalker. We don't have planeswalkers. We don't have the wild cards for this. It's a mythic planeswalker. I mean, it can help us ramp. Elves you control have add a black. That doesn't really help us here. It helps with Radha if we would ever want to tap Radha for mana. That's about it. I mean, you can create elves that ramp. So you create a bunch of Llanowar elves, basically. And you can also give something Death Touch till end of turn. So we can sneak something in. That may or may not be important. Giving an elf Death Touch. So if we gave Radha Death Touch, and then we equip this Embercleave, which we haven't got to yet. So we'll go ahead and go right into Embercleave here. That's about the last thing left. Embercleave busted. Embercleave makes it so your opponent blocking is just impossible for your opponent. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. Flash. So you can cast this in combat. You're typically going to cast this while you're attacking. You're gonna attack. They're gonna select their blockers, and then you're gonna either destroy something they didn't want to die, or you're gonna kill them. You're gonna win the game, because then you're gonna put this Embercleave on something. Because whenever it enters the battlefield, you attach it to target creature you control. The equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample, and then equip 3. So the way trample, double strike, and death touch work, this would become a what is this? You get a +1/+1 counter and gain death touch. This would be a 4/4. Then we'd attack and equip this. It becomes a 5/5 death touch, double strike, trample. Death touch, any bit of damage you do to the creature will kill it. So the necessary damage to kill anything that's blocking this Radha is 1. So you deal 1 damage to the death touch creature, and then you deal the 4 more over to the opponent. And that was just the first strike. Then the second strike comes in, and you deal another 5 to the opponent. So you just have this souped up elf with this double striking sword, and they really can't block it. Also, Embercleave is just really good, so like you don't necessarily need the death touch. The death touch makes a absolutely, broken play, but you put this on the 5/5. We could turn 4 swinging for 12 on just the Lovestruck Beast. We can turn 1, turn 2, or turn 1, cast this for Stomp. Maybe turn 3 we just play Lovestruck Beast. Turn 4 we're swinging in. We're attacking with the elf and the beast. Makes this a 4-mana card. Put it on the beast. We're swinging for 12. There's some pretty explosive starts, and I think that's how we can steal a couple games here. And that's what we need to focus on. Deck's not perfect. I don't know if I want to use I have 3 rare wild cards. I don't know if I want to use this on Lovestruck Beast at the moment. But anyways, that's the deck tech. Let's get into some games here. Play 25 lands. That seems pretty easy. White or black spells, we do not use those colors right now. So we're going to turn this in and hope we get a 750. We did not. Blue or black spells. We are not using those either. We'll have to do something off stream. For those. So we're going to get into another historic event, I think. And hope we do a little bit better. Let's get 2 wins in the event. Strixhaven's here. Let's level up. Let's get some packs. Let's get this battle pass for Strixhaven. Again, as I said before, we want these Strixhaven packs if we're going to play Historic. We play Historic because the format does not rotate. Our cards never go bad. If we're a free-to-play account, we cannot waste time creating standard decks that can rotate and cards can rotate out and we'll have to change. Maybe whenever we build up a collection, sure. But for right now, I want to focus on Historic. I think this is a really good hand. We're probably going to turn 1 Llanowar Elves. Turn 3... Alright, Forest, Llanowar Elves. Turn 3, Mountain. We can Edgewall into Lucky Clover. Or even... Yeah, we want to Edgewall into Lucky Clover. And then the next turn, hopefully we get a land and we can double stomp something. If not, we'll play Bonecrusher Giant, draw a card. Yeah, we're going to keep this. Yeah, we'll go first. Turn 1 Elf. If you're ever playing against... If your opponent ever opens with this... Bolt the bird, bolt the elf. And that's not what they're doing. We might be playing an Arc Lake Phoenix deck. I love Faithless Looting, one of my favorite cards in all of Magic. We are playing an Arc Lake Phoenix deck. Arc Lake Phoenix reads 3 and a red, 3/2 flying haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast 3 or more instant and sorcery spells this turn, return Arc Lake Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you get to play 3 spells, and you get a 3/2 for free that comes in and attacks it immediately. Luckily, we have Bonecrusher Giant, which deals 2, which can get these, but they can always come back. So if they get into a groove, they might overwhelm us here. But we are going to Lucky Clover. We're going to end the turn. Very powerful card. Good thing we got this out. And then we have this to draw cards. I really want to save this Bonecrusher Giant, though. The Stomp effect. Strategic planning. With the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. Yeah, you need ways to pitch these Phoenixes to your graveyard. They're not there yet, but they're getting set up. I mean, with 3, once they have 3 mana, set up, they can play 3 1-mana spells, and Arc Lake Phoenix is coming our way. Well, this is all we got here. Get in there, boys. Oh. Ah, that was kind of a fail. Because now I don't have... So, I shouldn't have attacked with that. I should have tapped that, played this. Because now we don't have Stomp Up for this turn. And as I stated right before that, they can play 3 1-mana spells and get that Arc Lake Phoenix. It'll only deal 3 here. Okay, Brainstorm, that's a new card. Mystical Archive. These borders are Mystical Archive cards, which are the subset in Strixhaven. They're only historic legal. They're some of the most powerful cards throughout Magic's history. What is up, 6 Hex? We are gamers. So they shocked. Alright, so they got 1 spell. That means they might have 2. Alright, so they get to kill that. Maybe kill another elf. So that's 3 spells. They're going to get this Arc Lake Phoenix. They only get 1. Stride to the bottom. They only get 1, and we take the 3. No big deal. No big deal just yet. So can we... Awesome. Radha lets us play lands from the top. That's most of the reason why we play her. Other than she was free, we got her for free. We're gonna hold up the Bonecrusher Giant, and you know, maybe they'll pitch a Phoenix, get it rolling again. Also, if they play a Crackling Drake, we might just get rid of that. It has 4 toughness, but as you see, it's a 6/4 now. Crackling Drake's power is equal to the total number of instant sorcery cards you own in exile and in your graveyard. Oh my gosh, they're returning something. Okay. Brazen Borrower. Stormwing Entity. That is pretty scary. It's pretty scary. That's pretty scary. I think I'm taking this 3 again. I think I have to get rid of the... I get to do that, and then I get to copy it with Lucky Clover. I get to do it again. So the copy hits for 2. The regular hits for 2. That's 4. Bone Crusher Giant down. Alright, they got rid of our Innkeeper. We are at 6 mana here, though. So I think we play this out first, just to hope maybe there's a land on top we can play it, and there is. Well, then that lets us, this lets us Lovestruck Beast, and then also, oh my gosh, we get 2, I forgot we had Lucky Clover. That's pretty good. And then we also get to play our Lovestruck Beast out, which now there's 4 1/1s here, so it should be able to attack. Unless they have a sweeper, which would be Flame Sweep. 2 and a red instant, deal 2 damage to all non-flying creatures, which would then wipe out all 4 of these and render my 5/5 useless. It can't block flyers anyways, and if it can't attack, what can it do? It does ramp us into Great Henge here though, pretty quick. We will get to how much mana we got here? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We will be able to, yeah, we have enough mana for, as long as Lovestruck Beast is alive, we have enough mana to do this. Okay, so this is a cute interaction where they get to play it acts as a 1, so they get to play 1 sorcery, 1 1-mana sorcery for free, and 1 1-mana instant for free. So they cast the instant, they cast the sorcery, and then the Finale of Promises. Well, Finale of Promises cast as well. So that's 3 cards for 3 mana. But you only have to use 1 card from your hand. And if you have any Arclight Phoenixes in your grave, they come back. But again, it's just 1 Arclight Phoenix at the moment. We're not too worried yet. They're still hitting for 3. They're not going to block. They might block. Who knows? But this is. I am representing a lot of damage. I'm representing what, 8, 10, 12, and they don't know what's in our hand. They're probably, it's probably safe to assume we're running Embercleave. If I'm opponent. I'm thinking Embercleave here. Oh, they did ditch another Arclight. I wasn't paying attention. See? Pay attention. They're sitting back here. So we're gonna Great Henge here. Let's just draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on this. This will let us draw another card. They can't block, we might as well get in there. Radha has first strike if they block. This does not trade. Okay. I get that. So they want to kill Radha. So Radha will kill the first Phoenix. Hit the second one for only 1. So they're trading a Phoenix for a Radha here. And taking the 5 damage. They could. If they pitch... So if they pitch another Arclight throughout all this... We're dead. Oh, no, we're not. They're at 9. I'm at 17. Learn how to do math. Could you imagine? Could you imagine knowing how to math? Luckily, this also only blocks flyers. See, if I'm... Well... Opponent is worried about their life total, so I guess that makes sense. That's fine. Oh, I guess they just had to. I wonder if. I guess we just get this down. I guess we get Great Henge down because it gains life and it's a free. We get Great Henge down and that taps for 2 green, and then we can play Lucky Clover. To then start getting kind of outrageous with Kind of outrageous with what we're doing. We are going to tap this, gain 2 life, play Lucky Clover again, and we're probably going to combat. Swinging for 10, that's lethal. They're gonna have to block. They can double block and double trade with the Bone Crusher, and now they're at 4. If we top deck a Bone Crusher here, which we have 3 of, we can simply deal 6 damage because of Lucky Clover to their face. And I don't believe you gain life in Arclight Phoenix. Still 2 Phoenixes. I'm actually more worried about like a Crackling Drake with haste. Like if they have a card that gives haste. We haven't seen it yet because you probably don't run those because Arclight Phoenix. I always ran 1 maximized velocity. Oh, and there is Crackling Drake. I always ran 1 maximized velocity for the Crackling Drake here. So what are we gonna do here? I think we're gonna do this. Boom. Boom. Oh, I messed up. And this is non-token creature, right? So I wanted to tap this and then untap it. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna give it. So Crackling Drake has to trade a Lovestruck Beast and they need a removal spell. They do not have it. Good. Oh my gosh, Great Henge, you know, they never really got on the front foot with us. It took them a little while to get Phoenix going, but Great Henge gaining us about 6 or 8 life there made it pretty hard for them to kind of kill us out of nowhere. And we're 1-0 for the first time on this account. Congratulations, everyone. You all did great. We couldn't have done it without you, honestly. Could not have done it without you. Again, another turn 1 Llanowar Elves. Usually you want to play your tap land turn 1, but we have so many turn 1 plays that we can play Llanowar Elves, Forest Llanowar Elves, tap land, Innkeeper. And hope we draw one of our 16 adventure creatures. Apologies, I am thirsty. What is this? Look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a creature card from among them, put it in your hand. Are they playing mono green? I feel like it's the only time you'd want to play this land. We're gonna scry 1. Do we need more lands? I think we want adventure creatures, right? We're about to be at 4 lands next turn. Yeah, we want some adventure creatures for this edge wall here. Get in there. Get in there. Send a message, little elf. The scoreboard. So we have 2 1/1s here. I think I'm just going to play this out to get a 5/5 on board, ready to attack next turn. Also, we have to draw a card with this. Okay, so I was hoping for, you know, just see what lands we got. So now we have a shock. You know, maybe they're playing adventures. Who knows what they're playing? Azusa Lost but Seeking. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. That is a powerful effect. Oof, see, they ramped into that. So we can't let that sit around. We can't let them do that. So they're a much bigger... So they're the bigger deck, right? So I think we get aggressive. I think we just do this to draw a card. Yep, and then we're going to play this land. And then we're going to go to combat. Deal 7, and hold this Rimrock Knight back. See if maybe we need to use it as a combat trick, or if we can just play it to draw a card. Oh my god. Dear Lord. Lord. I wonder... If we tap this, this, we get Great Henge. And then we tap Great Henge, 1, 2, then we're at 4 again. So wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. We tap 4, gain 2, so it's really tapping 2. Math is hard. I was trying to think if I could play all this turn. I don't think I can. I think we do want to do this though. And then do we... I think we do this anyways, just to do 7 here. Put them on a real tight spot. And then we can gain R2, give us a +1/+1 and draw a card. And now we have a shock in hand, so if they don't gain life, it's gonna be real tough for them to get out of this. They have 1 blocker, I have lethal on board. You may put any number of lands with the top 3. Yeah, so they took too long to get their game plan going. And we win another one. That's the first. Now this is the first time we've ever had 2 wins in a historic event, let alone been 2-0. We should change our little avatar person. Not a Johnny fan. He's cool, but elf into elf into Love Struck Beast, Love Struck Beast. Maybe Beanstalk Giant at some point. I'm gonna keep it. Gigantha the Wellspring Companion. No card in your starting deck has more than one. That could be like anything. That just may be a free roll for them. Gilded Goose. So they're playing Jund Sacrifice, most likely. That is terrifying. It's terrifying, right? I think we just ramp here to another mountain. It should have been a forest, huh? It should have been a forest to play another elf, and then we're at 6 mana next turn. That was a mistake, probably. I do want 2 red at some point. You know, the mana, again, like we spoke about earlier. You know, sometimes those cooperate. If we draw 3 more forests, I can't play Ember Cleave or Terror of the Peaks later on. Witch's Oven. That is, annoying. Dreadhorde Butcher. That's not good. Yep, they're gonna attack. That's fine. Yep. It's tough. Tough scene. So do we... Oh, man. Now I really regret not having that Atlanta Royals. That was a misplay, I think. Because we could have Lucky Clovered into Lovestruck Beasting for 2 to copy it and then playing the Lovestruck Beast itself. And instead we're just kind of... I think going wide is the best plan for this deck. Against this deck, at least, I should say. This can't block, so we're not going to play that. We already got this Atlanta Royals out here. We're going to end turn. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're pretty close to Lovestruck to Beanstalk Giant here. He will only be a 5/5 because of the lands, and we're ramping with the elves. Beanstalk Giant's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Well, that'll help him draw cards. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies. Anything dumb happen. I mean, it won't matter, but... So I think what opponent should have done here was sack this to the oven on its 2/2 because it's going to trade anyways, and then use the 2 to hit this. Because if the 2 hits this, so yeah, so if the 2 hit that instead, the original copy of Rimrock Knight wouldn't resolve, and this wouldn't sit in my exile zone, it would be in the graveyard. So they could have did something where, you know, it was going to die anyways, but I don't get this added value of a 3/1 adventure later. And essentially the same thing would have happened. They would end up with the food, they would have tapped this, and they would have sacked. So they did that a little late. That is not what we're looking for. Cat Oven is what this deck is notably called. So we're at 5 here, right? So we can... We can do this. Make 2 more of these, and then make 1 of these. We're not going to attack. Not right now. Another cat oven. Oh no. They get to sacrifice a creature. Oh, they're doing damage themselves. So they get to sacrifice the cat, create a food. The cat reads, sacrifice a food, return Cauldron Familiar from a graveyard to the battlefield. When Cauldron Familiar enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. So they basically just chain a bunch of food together and continuously do that and gain life while draining me life until it gets to the point where I'm somewhere where I can't really compete with them, and then they finish me off. Oof. Well, let's just... Let's go to combat here. Yep, they're gonna pull this out. They're gonna block with it. And then when they declare blockers, now blocks are declared, they are going to sacrifice it to create a food. Okay, and now while this is tapped out and they can't do anything weird, we're gonna kill this Midnight Reaper so they stop drawing cards. And then we're also gonna copy it and then kill this Gilded Goose as well. So now they can't in response. So again, if they would sacrifice the creature that I'm targeting with the original Bone Crusher Giant, which is Midnight Reaper, the Bone Crusher Giant would fizzle and go to the graveyard. I wouldn't be able to put this in the exile. But instead, and maybe I ordered that a little wrong because I'm letting them draw an extra card now. It should have been the Goose first and then the copy on the Midnight Reaper. Yeah, what the heck? They just got to... Why do they have to draw... Oh, they just got to draw 3? Man. So yeah, this sacrifice deck is real weird. There's a lot of value you can gain in the margins by doing the exact right thing at the right time. Well, they got a cat oven with 2 food, and they got 2 ovens, 2 food, and a cat. And a grip. Just a grip. Full 7, 5 lands here. Mayhem Devil. Oh no. Oh, wait. Well, they can still sack in response with Witch's Oven, huh? What are we looking at here? This is 9. So they can... They call it as familiar, they sack this, they get to deal 1, they kill one of these. They can then sack, which is... Wow, they can do 5 here. And also drain me 5, so they can kill... Man. They're about to do some damage to me. But I think I have to... I'm swinging for lethal, basically, here. Or I'm representing... Like, I'm threatening lethal. Okay. And then they gain life. They get to gain... They're going to gain a few life here. Block. Don't take any damage. Eat one of those. Eat one of those. Why wouldn't you hit the Llanowar? So why don't you block the Llanowar? I think this is another mistake by opponent. They're not playing, like, terribly loose or anything, but... You know. Oh, because they're just gonna kill it. Because I'm dumb. They're gonna kill 1, 2. Yeah, they're gonna do. That's the 3. And then I think they can. They can sack 2 more times, which is gonna kill. Boom, boom, boom. So I lost everything for that. So we're here. We're here. They can just sack. Wow. They can just sack and kill this so the Love Struck Beast can't attack anymore. And then they want to play the long game anyways. They don't need to attack to kill me. Yeah. So I think watching this, we're going to need to craft some Abrades after this league. I think we're going to have to use Abrades instead of Fire Prophecy if we're going to play best of 1. Because Abrade deals 3 to target creature, but it also has the option to destroy target artifact. Oh, and that's a good card for Claim the Firstborn. They take this. They get to swing. Hit me for 8. They then get to sacrifice this. And then they get 2 more food tokens. Oh, even better. They can do that. And then that'll kill... I'm at 0. Does it matter what I sacrifice? Yeah. GG's. Jund Food. It's a good deck. It's a good deck. Yeah, I think a Braid. If we're going to play best of 1, because I don't feel like spending wild cards on the sideboard at the moment, we're going to need a Braids. We're going to need a Braids for that exact matchup. That way we can destroy target artifact. We can destroy those ovens so they can't continuously chain like that. But again, that was a souped up, optimized, tier 1 historic deck. Tier 1 before Strixhaven came out. We're not sure how this format shakes up otherwise, but it was tier 1. It was tier 1 before Strixhaven came out. Safe to assume it's in a good spot. That Strixhaven's filtering through another Cat Oven deck. This sucks. And nothing but red mana, so you know we're not nothing but red cards and red mana, so we're not ramping anytime soon. That's our green color. I'm killing Blood Artist. I'm killing Blood Artist, getting rid of a Rimrock Knight with the Fire Prophecy. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Blood Artist is just too good. Maybe hold on. Maybe it's Tyvarkel that's too slow and we don't have any green. Another red, huh? Another red card, no red mail. How many lands do we play? 22. 22 lands on the 4-mana Walker. And, you know. We're gonna end with the Stomp Up. This has Escape, so we can come back from the graveyard eventually. This will get Eat a Food and come back from the graveyard eventually. They kind of want this in the graveyard. Man. This might just be Rakdos Sacrifice also. I mean, I don't see any green here. And they're playing Woe Strider, which would be in Blood Artist, which could be in a Jund deck, but... Ha. So should we just... I think to save some face... we stomp this out before this comes in to deal this damage. Blood Artist, very good card. Very good card. Let's sacrifice decks, man. Pockets McGee. And they have an oven now. No attacks. It's a tough scene. Yep. Whenever any creature dies, target player loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. That's me. Whenever this comes in, I lose 1 life, you gain 1 life. It just drains me. That might be game. They're gonna kill the 1/1 that can't attack. They don't need to attack to kill me, as we've previously seen. Doing this to... well, they might kill this in response to something. Can they do that? No, they don't have anything to sack. Okay, so we're just doing it. Oh, yes. Well, I do get my trigger, but I can't continuously do it. Yeah, I'm dumb. They can sack the food to the cat. The cat comes back. No wonder this was banned in Standard, am I right? No land, huh? We are only playing 22. I can't cut the... maybe I should be playing more lands. Well, it hasn't been a problem up until this game. That's just GG, right? We're just kind of dead here. Well, we played the land. They're gonna... yeah, that's GG, huh? That's GG. They sack this to this. That's 2 damage. This comes in. So here, we'll just watch them do it. They're gonna kill us here. Sack this to the cat. Cat comes in. It's 2 damage from both the mayhem triggers on the food dying. It's a resolve and a resolve. Then the cat comes in, drains us. And then next turn, they can just kill the cat here, sacrifice 2 damage here, 2/2. This drains us because a creature died. That's 3. This makes a food. They eat the food, kill us. So we're dead here. Let's they're attacking? What are they attacking for? You don't have to do all that. I mean, we're just gonna do this, just so my thing stops asking me to do stuff. Yeah, you know, you just win right here. Trigger, hit my face. Face, drain. Sack the food, bring the cat. Yeah, like I said. Well, yeah, deal 2 damage because the food went, drain. You got more than enough. They're killing me from like 10 with that setup. Well, that 2-0 start was pretty hot until it wasn't. Am I right? Please play a deck that isn't optimized with all your wild cards. No green, we're gonna mulligan. A green, it's slow, we're gonna keep. And we're Probably. I don't know what to. I don't know what to bottom. Is it an elf? We want to turn one. Oh no, we have to turn to the elf. It might be Rada. We turn to the elf. Turn 3. We can fire prophecy something. Turn 4. Type Arkel. Yeah. Let's do that. Switch my headset battery, but that shouldn't really affect you guys. Awesome. So the elves on turn 2 makes it a little awkward. World Tree, that seems like this deck's gonna be annoying. Oh, it's a Golos deck. Blink Moth Nexus? Oh, God. Oh, you can turn this into a 1/1 flying something, and it has... Wait, is this not... I actually don't think this has... what's the word I'm looking for? Infect. I thought it had infect. Alright, and we're just gonna not attack. We're gonna hold up Stomp. They know we're holding something up because we didn't attack. They just foretold something. Alright, so I don't know what they're playing, but I don't think we can waste time here. So we're just gonna hit for 2. And then we're gonna play this out.
Speak my name with admiration.
That's a new mana dork. It taps, you can add black. So that makes a bunch of mana dorks for us. And a bunch of 1/1s also for... Oh my gosh, we won. What'd you do, drop it? Did I drop what? Is it D's nuts? What are you hitting me with here? Ah, we are so close to getting our money back. We are 3-2. We're so close. Now I'll never find my son. I'm so sorry. I hope you find your son. I didn't know you had a son, Tyler. Wow, what? What are you reacting to? Ah! So this is where... So imagine if I had 4 Stomping Grounds, 4 Pathways that can be both or the color that I need it to be. This is where mana becomes important. Like, your mana base is so important. Please invest your wild cards and some of your mana if this is how you're going to start. You know, if one of these was a tap land that could also count for green, I'm keeping this hand. I'm keeping this hand. I mean, I'm edge-walling into Lucky Clover, into Lovestruck Beast, making 3 1/1s. Next turn, we're playing Lovestruck Beast, drawing a card. But I can't now. We're going to keep this, and we're going to bottom Embercleave. Keep, bottom Embercleave. We are nowhere near casting that card. We're going to play this, and then we're going to play this, because it's the only thing we can do. He's edging. Oh my god. I don't know if I can say that. Llanowar Elves. That's annoying. So now we can... Do we just let them ramp here? We want to play... Ah, man. We want to get this... Ha! Maybe they play another elf. Maybe they're just playing elves, and then we can kill 2 elves next turn. We're gonna get Lucky Clover down as soon as possible. I don't know when the next... They're not gonna accept this trade. Yeah, I just know they're not. Even though this 1/1's very valuable, that's an aggressive play because we need it so that this can attack. But yeah, so they are playing elves. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I'm killing this and this. Oh my god, I'm killing this and this. Oh my god, dude. It's an MMA fight, dude. This actually isn't doing anything yet. Tap an untap creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. Should I just... I think I'm just gonna Lucky Clover. And then hope I can kill 3 things next turn. But if they play a Lord here, Collected Company, they could get some Lords, which will give all their elves +1/+1. If they get 2 elves here, I'm fucked. I don't think okay, so I don't think we're in the worst position in the entire world. Okay, we are going to hit this. Oh, that's for the real one. No, it's 2/2. Now we can kill that. But we're still in a pretty bad spot. They're representing 8 damage. Another Collected Company. Oh, into some Lords. Is this a Lord? No. So now we have to block here. Man, I think we have to kill. We're dead. I think we're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead, huh? I don't have enough to kill everything. Yeah, I think we're just dead. What can we do? We can Beanstalk, double it, we get 3 lands. Okay, well we can Beanstalk. We triple it, really. We get a forest. We get a mountain. Forest. And we can get a blocker. Is that trample? No. So then we can just... We'll just end turn. So if they attack in, maybe we can block a 1/1. We'll kill the Lord. See, just doesn't matter, right? We're just dead, right? Yeah. We're just dead. Yeah, like we can kill this. Take everything down by 1 power, and then we block the 5/5. And then we take 10. I want to know who's playing best of 1 historic events with like full decks. Like what I am never, on my main account, I am never playing these events. So we lost 100 gold, but we got 3 wins, and that is our new record. 3-3. We cannot be mad about this free-to-play deck.
You and your world
Just
shall
uncommons.
perish.
We're at 8,400. We need to attack with 30 creatures and cast 20 blue or black spells. So we are going to go to... Well, we're going to open some packs. We get a Strixhaven pack. We love it. We love it. A rare, which means we're getting another rare. It's Fairy's Protection. That's a mythic. That's actually a pretty good card. It's a really good card. I don't know what kind of deck we'd play that in, though. Certainly not anything we have built. Again. We're so close to a draft. What are we using here? Who are you using? We're using Gruul. Though it is Prismari. I think I like the Prismari setup the best. So we'll grab those first. We are so close to 10k gold. Perhaps that's where we leave it off. I think that's where we're going to leave off. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. This was episode 2 of our MTG Road to Glory. We built a new deck. We finally went 3-3 in a league. We won another game of ranked somehow with the blue-white pre-con deck, which, like, we are undefeated in ranked, and I don't know how that's happening. Again, thanks for watching. I'll put this in the playlist. Again, link in the description below. There are more free packs you can get, and also Restorative Blast. Restorative Burst. It's a new code that came out. It will level you up 2 levels, which will most certainly unlock a pack for you. Again, get those free packs, get that value while we can. We are at 9,000 gold here. We're close to 500. Tomorrow we'll have another challenge that's at least 500 gold, which allows us to play a premier Strixhaven draft, which will pay out gems. The better we do, the more gems and packs we will get. This is what we'll be doing tomorrow. That'll be in the next episode. I'll probably just grind out some challenges. I won't do anything crazy. Might edit the deck a little bit offline, but next episode we will have a premier draft in Strixhaven. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.